Sorry guys, my microphone was out. So what I'm playing today, and I'm going to start playing, or like in a let's play form is the Gwent game, which has a solo campaign called Thronebreaker, and it's from the Witcher series. And some people might not know, but Witcher 3 is by far my favorite game of all time, and the Witcher book series is also my absolute favorite book series. So there you go. I really like that shit. So it is a card game. It is a free-to-play without pay-to-win card game. And since they made such an amazing story, not mute in background. They decided to make a campaign as well, which you have to buy though. It's pretty much a standalone game, totally loose from the card game, honestly. All right. I haven't played. Actually, I played Gwent like 10 days ago, a little bit. But this campaign will be different anyway. Okay, for players who want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story with the option to skip battle. For players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story. For players familiar with Gwent and ready to put their skills to the test. Battle hard. I think I should go battle hard, and maybe if the game was like super fucking good, then I will probably play the Bonebreaker as well. Because Gwent was amazing, Witcher 3 was amazing. I feel like I played The Witcher 3 on the hardest difficulty though. Come on, let's start it chill. I'm streaming it as well. Fighting Frost. Every turn start, damage the lowest unit on this row by 2. Interesting thing is, like, do they have the cards on the current version of the normal game? I don't think so, because I don't think
the year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
So, just so you know, I turned sound files off because this is a story game as well. I don't want sound files in between. However, you still collect caffeine.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
You suck,
I deliberated. Wasn't at all certain in giving you the task. I knew you to be an equally good strategist as I am a shepherdess. So my intuition said no. Yet Reynard interceded on your behalf. Your Grace, they're common bandits, while the Count will have a host of men-at-arms to command.
Oh my god, I didn't want to give him that much of ass whooping.
Next time,
by
I shall
speech.
trust my gut.
My
All
goodness.
right, speak. What has happened? Be precise.
Poor
As your
fat guy.
grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, your grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be your grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust up...
Okay.
Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Welcome to Thronebreaker tutorial with tutorials. I know how to play Gwent. For embarking on an adventure, you should get acquainted with the basic game mechanics. Can control your character. Okay, this whole overworld is new. To reach the next stage of your journey. All right. We can pick up wood. Will expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood and recruits. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Oh fuck, I missed that.
Bandits riding in.
Let's pick up wood. Steal this wood from those villagers here. I mean, I'm the queen after all. I think I can take whatever I want.
Milk. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
What? That's it?
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
You found a treasure map. Search the area. Wait, this is just here? Okay, it's the tutorial, so whatever. Is this the treasure? No, just wood. And gold.
The strays, they're called, Your Majesty. Because they bite something nasty and bay as if by the moon possessed.
Totally different stream experience. I'm chilling out. The music, Faros commentary is very soothing. But being read the storybook. Yeah, it's going to be like a card game though. More like Hearthstone, but a little bit more complicated. I think at least. I mean, it's Gwent. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources. Okay, I see. See, someone has felled an old oak, which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have the loggers sort the matter. Our soldiers should conserve their strength. Okay, soldiers are gold. That's the question here. Let's go with gold. That's the treasure map, right? I'm pretty sure there was like a little, yeah. Good that I saw that. Oh, what? A legendary card! We already got a legendary card. The sounds are off because it's a story game, but you still collect caffeine. You've discovered a card that can be used in Gwent multiplayer card game. Oh wow! I got a legendary card for the card game as well. And you don't have to upgrade this legendary card to level 2 or 3 to play it in multiplayer. It's now fully unlocked. This is how CD Projekt Red does their games. Ubisoft, pay attention. I paid $15 for this game. 15. And it even unlocks you legendary cards in the free-to-play game. I mark clearly on your map, but not all. I think they brought it out on Steam as well, Dan Harrison, but I play it on GOG, which is like CD Projekt Red is partnered more with them, and I just want them to get the maximum amount of money from me because they're like.
Count Caldwell rode at the
video
column's
games,
head,
man.
scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The
Okay, we
Count's
get to fight our
footmen,
first
unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meade charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Meade was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the strays of Spala were of a different breed. They held nothing scared. The key battle in Meade's story. Unique cards will appear in this battle. Okay. Start battle. This is the battlefield. You will play all your cards on the bottom half. Yeah, I know that. I have played Gwent. Hey Shadowtash. Hey Dusty Rose. Units can be played on one of two rows, melee or range, but remember, the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the role you play them. A stand-up battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Yeah. Players alternate their turns. During your turn you can play only one card, but you can use any number of abilities. Oh, I don't remember that. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case you encountered an ambush. Your opponent will have the first turn. Okay, that makes sense. Move one unit to the row.
To attack the queen? An outrage!
So this has pretty much a battle cry. Deploy is like battle cries. Yeah, there's an iOS version. It came out yesterday, which kind of gave this game a few news again. The strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. Yeah, of course. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage to the unit.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read it. Yeah. Okay, so I know this card. Oh no, they're totally different. The game changed a lot. Boost self by 5. Okay. Damage an enemy by the number of cards on his row, including self. So we want to play them all on the same row, so we can damage the enemy more. Play a copy of each adjacent unit. So we want to play this guy last, so we can play all of those again. This is pretty cool.
My spirits will... Salt of the earth they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Skymen have the loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Me's ability. Ah, okay, that's how loyal works. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Me's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. Okay, that's loyal. So loyal only activates when we use the leader. We can do that every 3 turns. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Now he should use loyal as well and buff himself by 5 again, which is quite OP. Mysterion Arbalest. Okay, so we want to play this guy last, obviously.
Arbalest to your command.
They both have, and whenever an enemy takes damage, boosts off by 1. Okay, this guy has more potential to get better. Okay, that was only 2 damage.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Ah! Now we cannot play stuff again. Now we cannot spawn both of them.
If you insist.
Ah, fuck, he passed! I made a mistake.
There's a fighter.
The strays took tail and run!
Ah, he does. Because like the reason is when you pass, you can like strategically like give up this round and go for the next one. But I guess in this tutorial it doesn't matter.
The battle's not yet done.
Yeah,
It's better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Exactly. So if the enemy gives up and you already have more points than him, you should pass as well and take the cards you still have on to the next
Battle
round.
formation! Protect the queen!
Player who won the previous round will play first in the next round. Okay. Which is bad. Is she ready again? I think so.
Aye.
New round and she's ready immediately.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay, we want to put it on the same row. So we do 2 damage. Ah, fuck! Never mind. He can only attack 2 areas. Reach is 2, 1 and 2, so we cannot play it from here. Or cannot attack people from here.
We'll catch them all!
So now we could assume that we're really far ahead and he doesn't do... Well, I guess it's better to play it all out anyway.
One goal is all I need.
Yes.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay,
I
we won.
congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Victory. Continue.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
It was easy. It's a tutorial after all. Oh hey Joe. Yeah, I'm finally playing Thronebreaker. But is this on iOS as well, like the campaign one? Because I'm pretty sure it's definitely worth it. You won 3 out of 10 games. Nice. Because what I just noticed, I'm playing the story campaign and also in the tutorial already I found a legendary card, and this legendary card is now unlocked on my multiplayer account as well. So you play the story game and you even achieve actually good rewards for the main game, for like the multiplayer game, which is pretty cool.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North, with its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
Pitch camp by pressing the tent button on the left side, okay. Camp building allows you to expand your army and gives you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. I mean, this game will definitely be story heavy, so you, like, I'm pretty sure, so you, if you want to play it, you need to prepare for a story, but I would bet all my money that the story is good. Because the Witcher game, like Witcher 3, was outstanding. The books were absolutely awesome, so I'm pretty sure this will hold up to the standards. And I also read that it holds up. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. Okay. Campings, you must first collect the quantity of gold firewood. For a journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map. But to get it, you will first need to improve your royal tent. Okay, I wish you good luck, Shadowtash. Upgrade the royal tent to level 2. Yeah, okay. Ah, we need to keep it pressed. To improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main screen. The workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new stronger units. Go to the command tent to view your army. Wait. Okay, I know. I remember most of those cards from the PvP stuff. In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap. Okay, I see. They have like costs right here, and right now we have 125, I guess. But only 110 is currently used. Yeah, I already figured it out. Contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Okay, got it. We need to create one card, I guess. We need to create one card to have 25 cards. This guy costs 15, which is exactly what we have currently free. Damage all units on an enemy roll by this unit's armor amount. Then lose all armor. Whenever a card appears on this row. That sounds good. Do we have blitz units? Yeah, we have lots of blitz units. Do we have a regiment? Oh, we already have 3 regiment Tronomers in here. Never mind then. We have this guy in here. We have all of this already. I guess we need to use the Wagenburg card. In the tutorial, there is not freedom yet. You can now take a look at your other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. I think like those events happened in the books as well at some point. Share stories. Okay, I'm actually just gonna go keep playing. Hey, what's up, Creeper? Remember that you can open your map by clicking on the compass rose icon on the left side of the screen. Your primary task is marked with an exclamation point to see what awaits you next. Scroll through the map. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm playing a game that I wanted to play since ages, and I just don't play games anymore when I don't stream, so I'm just gonna stream this game that I wanted to play since 2 years, and I'm gonna stream it on YouTube. You guys can collect caffeine or enjoy the ride. Where's the primary town? Oh, never mind. I see, we can scroll out. We're gonna go for the side quest though. I think. Can we? Do we have to go here? Ah no, I think this... We already found this one. Yeah, we already found this one.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road?
You wanna
in broad
learn?
daylight, no
I
less?
mean... It might take a while until the first challenging battle comes, but I can definitely explain the mechanics that I still know.
They told me. Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace. Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less?
Okay. Your army's morale can change, okay? Neutral morale has no impact on your counter. Low morale, each unit strength by 1. High morale, only current level of morale is displayed by an icon. Okay, interesting. Choice of the game. To increase it, make an offering at the wayside shrine, but remember, after the victorious battle, morale returns to neutral. What did we offer? I didn't want to waste resources. I don't need...
Gods have mercy.
Okay, ghouls.
Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
Good old ghoul. I played monsters the most actually on Gwent. I like monsters the most, the cards. A trophy is a unique type of card and you can have only one in your deck at a time. Yeah, they were incredible in Witcher 3 and so far they're pretty good here as well. Can't wait for Geralt, his voice is like, pretty fucking sexy. The trophy will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match. Okay.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Your rows are now covered in fog, which is just one of several row effects you will encounter. I know what fog does. I think the highest unit -2. Doesn't even tell us.
Hey, what is this?
So
Some
playing
spectre?
armor makes sense.
A striker?
I
Fog
can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
So this has a reach of 2. Whenever Maeve uses her ability, reduce the cooldown by 1. What's got the main on the board at round end? What a, there's nothing... This does nothing good though. Ah, okay, we can actually like reduce the cooldown because we use a tunic or something, I guess. That must be the effect.
This artist will be reaping black-clad heads.
These carrion eaters. I
So
know
resilience means it stays on the
appeared
board
on my
even
estate last
after
spring,
one
enticed by the
one
corpses
round.
of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first, until that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
When Gwent came out, I went really hard on the game. There was like an initial tournament, and like the first 8 or something in the ladder could participate and were invited to Gamescom, and I ended up at like 26 or 28 in the ladder, and I was sad. But it was, yeah, it can be a little bit RNG, of course, as well. So you can only grow or climb the ladder that much. At least back in the day when it came out. Deploy an enemy by the number of cards on this row, including self. Reach. There, okay. We might actually be able to kill this ghoul completely. I think. But we might as well end the turn already because this guy is not gonna... I guess we cannot. We have to do what the tutorial says.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
We're obviously passing as well, because we already won, and we saved the card. If they allow us to do that. Normally back in the day you passed by pressing the space button. How do you pass now? Am I supposed to slay them? I don't want to slay them. I don't want to play my card.
I'm a
I feel like I have to do it in the goddamn tutorial.
Ah, so fortunate we routed the beasts before they had a chance to gorge.
Yeah, this battle is easy anyway. It has the resilience ability, yep. Ah no.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Ah!
Okay.
Your Grace, yet more come.
They fill their bellies, man. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
They boost itself by the base stats, so if on that graveyard someone like this would be a wasp, then it would be like a really fucking big unit.
Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Congratulations, Shelltash. What? Wait, what did he just do? What was his ability? Its ability, the enemy leader destroyed your strongest unit and threw it to its necrophages as feet, which made them stronger.
My queen.
I want to pass and take this card over to the next.
When fortunes turn sour.
Yeah, I think like we can pass now. If a round isn't going your way, that's what I meant earlier. It might be best to pass your turn and save your strength. You can only at the beginning of your turn. Before you have played any cards, there is any ability. Exactly. Yeah. We'll pass this, we give this round to him. That's what I wanted to do earlier, and we would have had a card, even one card more, but the game did not introduce you to this strategy yet, I guess. Losing just one round does not mean defeat. Yeah.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready.
Defeated order.
Attack!
Nice. So you play this guy last, so all the
Look there!
war cries shall be
Yet another
activated again.
abomination.
No, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
Okay, now let's see what is the smartest thing to do. Damage all units on the enemy row by this unit's armor amount. Armor. So we need to start buffing him with Maeve, I guess. And yeah, we played those, I guess. Not too crazy, honestly. Not a combination so far. Eh! She's not ready yet, I guess. Where do we see her cooldown? Ah, now he can even only order. Play an Arbalest in the melee row in order to take advantage of Wagen's ability, which adds... Ah, whenever a card appears, he gets one.
One vote.
Kill the Rot Fiend. Or we start working on him. We shall buff him with some armor. Then we use Reynard. Fuck him up. Like, yeah, I want to do exactly that.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Give me a time.
Yeah, Witcher 3 was an open world game, and I think this
The beast
game,
had the chance against us.
I think this
Victory
game
is
is
ours.
actually going to be like kind of open world as well, like with side quests and so on. However, the battles are is the card game, is Gwent the card game. Like as if South Park would have open world, and if you have to battle, you play the normal game. Priest, right as soon as you reach the temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed, but my heart weighs heavy with thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. I hope our offering through Modest will please the Mother Goddess. With her blessing, we shall have a child at long last. I have no doubt you'll make as loving a father as husband. Please be vigilant and return to me soon. Yeah, not gonna happen. Wait, that's it? What's this? Why is there just animations, I guess? Now the moral is gone. How did this guy not get eaten? Literally 2 feet away.
Many trees we've felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Okay, next game I explain the basic, which is like the basic goal of this. Dan. So you can follow better. Discovering signposts unlocks the ability to fast travel, like in Witcher 3. Allowing you to move between them and any time from the regional map. Okay, let's unlock it. Hell yeah. Fast travel, there we are. Main quest. I would have guessed then that you have played card games. I'm surprised that you haven't. I would have actually guessed that you played some Magic or, you know. Why is everything fucked up here?
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns. Like a right proper nightmare.
Right, proper nightmare. Okay, we can recruit some boys in here. 8 boys.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They hadn't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Ha' mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Okay, I'm gonna be a kind one. Come on.
Calm
I'm
your
always.
hearts,
I
good
can't
folk.
be like nasty in my
Though
first
your queen I
playthrough.
may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Whenever I like
extended a hand. The royal
replay, I
ring
like to do a
gleaming
nasty
upon it.
replay, but
Unfamiliar with
I just
protocol,
can't be in my
a player
first one.
gripped
Be
it
nasty to
firmly
people.
and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, milady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
The Duke of Dogs.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at
Milady! I've no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
I love how they like really sound like fucking hilly-billy villagers. Lady, aber no arfoot you. He's good man. Give us proper price for welcome we gave him. Share what grubber had. It's like every letter's missing everywhere. What are you playing now? I'm playing Gwent, but the story campaign. Like from the Witcher series.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
The choices you make will have consequences. Some may felt immediately, while others may take... Oh yeah, I know from Witcher 3. You can make some choice, and at the end, this choice means that little children got eaten alive. Rest the man into service, set the woman free.
The Duke of Dogs fed you, so you've strength enough to carry arms. And as he gave you coin, you've no need of pay from the realm's coffers. Sergeant, all men of 15 summers or more will join our ranks at once. They'll serve 5 years.
No, milady. No! 'Tis mere weeks to harvest. Who'll tend to fields?
Meve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit...
Well, I wanted extra army. Fuck their harvest. And I'll take your wood too. Okay, so much for playing nice. Oh, a treasure chest. How do we get there? I don't know. Side quests. Notice boards are a great source of information about what's happening in the area. Okay. A puzzle. A point of interest and another puzzle. Well, let's go there.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, Your Grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept.
Your Grace, 2 of your subjects humbly request aid. Yardwick and Wilmer, they called themselves. Seems the wagon axle snapped and they need to hurry to the market. What are your orders? Some of the camp overseers have to see what they can do. A few pieces of gold should be right on. Okay, let's exchange wood into gold and help them. That looks like we get something here. Yeah. Oh, quite a bit. My queen, a stray of Speller, was found inside the dwelling. He was wounded during the siege on Hawksburn, then abandoned by his comrades. The location of their spoils he's offered to share, that is, should we spare his life. Oh, that gives minus moral, but we get a treasure chest. We're actually going for the treasure. I think like the combat stuff is easy enough, honestly, for now. Like, I don't expect too hard battles in the tutorial portion, so I might as well go for...
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
So I might as well go for the treasure chest and have weaker units in the next fight. Destroy all boulders. Okay. I guess we have to use our deploy effects to kill some shit. We start in... Okay, it will only be one round, so we need to... I like those kind of puzzles. Like, you have to now place your units in the right order to get the best effect, and only if you play it perfectly and plan it out the most, you will be able to kill it all. Some battles are subject to special rule set, where strength alone is not enough to win. To be victorious, you must complete specific goals. On the exploration map, okay. This particular puzzle battle, your goal is to destroy all the boulders before they reach Meath's Row.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
Okay, so when time expires, move one row towards the opponent. That means when the boulder reaches Maeve, we lost. And she has no other ability, so we need to kill this boulder first. Damage all units on the enemy row by this unit's armor amount. Does she count? I think she should count, so they do more damage. Let's try it out like this. We play this guy first. Okay, great. I'm playing a puzzle, I don't want directions. Goddamn tutorial.
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Plan Arbalest on the melee row, then attack the boulder closest to me. Yeah, of course, makes sense.
Arbalest to your command.
And turn. Arbalest on the melee row, then attack the... Oh, okay, now we get 3 damage on him.
Armor was.
And he even gets armor for the boulders that come, so he will have 5 damage soon to kill this guy, and then that's it. And he gains actually 5 damage as well right now.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
He has 5 armor and can now do 5 damage. Okay, that's how it works. Too bad they gave it away. I would have liked to do it with trial and error. Understanding the cards. But that will be the case later on.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttress is doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Come on.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meave glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meve asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
Replied the cartman.
'twere a beast. Out to the east, down Wetterton Way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. Was taking him to the good sisters of Melitele here on bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen. Though just looking at the wounded wretch, she knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
The queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Yes.
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meve replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formulae.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit. Now...
That long. That's good.
Off to Wetterton, are ye? Bonnie tune that. Just the folk a be on shite.
I think this was like the treasure somewhere here. There was a bridge at least, I think.
As they neared Wetterton, the queen ordered her company to halt. She then sent men to the town for supplies. Those sent returned more quickly than she'd assumed they would, their satchels empty, their mounts foaming at the mouth.
Your Majesty, the townsfolk have gone right mad. Herded all the elves and dwarves at Market Square. 'Tis a slaughter.
The queen knew well that if she failed to intervene, the town's streets would flow with non-human blood. Just as she knew her meager force might not subdue an enraged crowd.
Racism is a big thing here, like... Yeah, we were always like, again, fighting the racists. I did it in Witcher 3 as well. Didn't always end up good for us, for me, but...
What is your command, your grace?
Reynard's question pierced the silence.
What can it be, dear friend?
Answered the queen, then spurred her mount and rode off towards the town. Her troops followed, running as fast as their legs would carry them. When they passed inside the town gate, they saw corpses lining the gutters. Meve realized she had arrived too late to prevent a tragedy. The crowd was drunk on blood. Its rage would need to be quelled with an iron fist.
Only one round? Okay. This time I'm on my own. Which is good. I'm gonna kill a crowd. The crowd, yeah.
Step away, or see your head
Angry mob.
bounce down the cobblestones.
Well, they're rounding up other races and want to kill them. Though to be fair, like the elves are probably even like in general in Witcher series like really hardcore racist as well. Only the dwarves, they were always chill for the most part, at least what I encountered in books and games. Spawn 2 light infantry on the right. Damage all units in the enemy row by the... Okay, this is easy. This is gonna be nuts. Oh yeah, we can make a gigantic... We can like completely obliterate them with those combinations here. And they don't even play cards, so we can plan our moves as much as we want, so we'll play this guy obviously first.
Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Yeah. Move to the other row. Damage a random enemy by 5. Okay, we don't need that right now.
Discipline shall bring us. Strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
Damn it, that didn't work. I thought this should have worked different. No! Okay, so this is kind of a different rule here. I fucked this one up. This is a puzzle. But normally you see those sides here, like the 36, this is the total number they currently have. 25 is the total number I currently have. So that means that they would currently win the round if I pass. So your goal is to win a round by having more points at the end of a round than the enemy. And you like attack each other, there's like tons of synergies and abilities that manipulate the numbers on the cards. And those are the numbers they add to your complete value. Oh my god, that was... Yeah, I did not understand the cards yet. We lost. Can we restart this, please? Yeah, okay. So normally you like start without anything and everyone plays a card after one another. Okay, so what? Give one charge to units with depleted order. Ah, fuck order. We can do it all at once though. We don't even need Reynard. Reynard doesn't do anything, I think.
Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
I don't understand. I don't... Fuck. This is not how it works either. We don't get another round to play. This does nothing right now. Ah, no! I get it now. Wait. Order with deplete to units with depleted order. They have the order depleted. Now we get an extra armor here.
Strike the largest clusters.
On his guy. Now we moved him back, which also gives him extra armor, and now we can kill them. So this is like how the puzzle.
There's killing everyone. Run for your lives.
Like you need to understand the cards and use them to the optimal potential to get the goal. And like this is an extremely good way, I guess, to learn the game as well.
Losses.
But it's also like I like
then
doing
learned that a nobleman's
puzzles like
ire
that.
had triggered the violence. Ire at having discovered a theft.
Suspicion fell on the non-humans he employed. He accused them, they protested, and the row soon engulfed the town. But there's something else, Your Grace.
Reynard gestured towards an aged
The game
man who
changed a
stood
lot though
grieving,
from
his
when
face
I
in his
played it when it
hands.
came out.
I've witnesses who claim the strays of Sparla are the thieves.
Though the tragedy seemed the result of a misunderstanding, justice would have to be served. Those responsible for the slaughter would need to be punished. The question was, how severely?
Oh, the Witcher series is like a fucking game where your decisions like really have consequences. Like not the telltale stuff where the major stuff happens anyway. Like you can finish Witcher 3 and the ending is devastating. Like I can tell you that. Like the ending can be super sweet, it can be bittersweet, and it can be devastating depending on the choices you make. And also like all the side quests have like severe consequences, which is like really great to to get replay value out of it, and like to really feel that you have an impact on the world. The tragedy seemed the result of a misunderstanding. Justice would have to be served. Those responsible for the slaughter would need to be punished. Wait. No one's are triggered about theft. Employee accused them, and they protested, and the row soon engulfed the town. But there's something else to praise. There's a town. There's fan who is decreased and shaking his hands. A witness to claims. Instigators hanged. I'm just gonna whip them.
You are guilty.
But the
That
thing
can't
is
be
now,
denied.
said the Queen, turning towards the bloody rioting's instigators.
A false rumor you took.
the thing
and
is
turned
with
into
this,
a cruel lynch.
we whip them now instead of killing
Thus
them,
punishment
which
is
is
your lot.
pretty
A
nice
public lashing,
as an
fines,
option.
imprisonment.
But they could come around
you
and
shall
maybe
keep
in
your
some
lives,
fight later, those
For enough
townsfolk
blood has been
will,
spilt here
will
this
join
day.
the enemy and make the fight harder. Like something like that, I could imagine to happen, because they still hate us for whipping them, you know.
Wetterton's inhabitants breathed a sigh of relief. But the non-human survivors took offense at the lenient sentence.
Oh, okay.
Soon after, the Lyrian army's elves and dwarves quietly disappeared, deserted. Few doubted the reason. They would not risk their necks for a queen who held their lives in such low regard.
So there we go. Proper punishment was killing them. So the elves and dwarves in our army just all deserted. For how many did we lose now? Where the choices you make affect the next games. Yeah, actually like spoilers, in like Witcher 2 you like fought, like there was like this one other really cool Witcher, but he was kind of the last boss, and you can decide to let him live, and he reappears in Witcher 3 then, but you buddy up with him even, and you help him out, and he will later fight for you when you protect your daughter in the main battle, for example, which is like really cool. Like you wouldn't even get this quest line if you decide to kill him in Witcher 2. Which is kind of cool.
They should have stayed put beneath their mount. We'd not have had no problem then.
Well, we don't know, like, maybe now later those will benefit us. Maybe if we've chosen to kill them, the benefit they give us later wouldn't appear. Like, you never know. It's like, it wouldn't be, like if you always would see what the outcome is of a choice, it wouldn't feel real, right? So sometimes you get, like in the Witcher series, sometimes you get surprised with something you did has this effect now because some characters are really grateful
They should have stayed
and
put
come in
beneath their
later.
mount.
Like me
We'd not have had
sparing,
no
for example,
problem
me
then.
sparing the end boss. Like I just said, in Witcher 2 I was sparing the end boss, and in Witcher 3 he was my ally in the main battle and he fought with me against the main enemy, pretty much. Like, even in Witcher 2 doing this decision, it had like an impact.
They should have stayed put beneath their mount. We'd not have had no problem then.
And the game is definitely, like, since I have played Witcher 3 and I have full like confidence in CD Projekt Red, the game will probably be like that as well. So, we missed a lot. I want to do this puzzle. I want to do every puzzle. Where's the main quest? Feels like where I don't want to go, honestly. I want to do all the puzzles and stuff. So we're gonna go loot everything here. And we're gonna do the puzzle. Yes, if I killed him in The Witcher 2, he wouldn't have been there, exactly. Like, if you haven't played Witcher 2, you will be answered as a big amount of questions when you start Witcher 3. Not a big amount, but a few questions for the things that have consequences in Witcher 3 then. But if you really want to stay true to what you did in Witcher 2, you can actually load your save game there, and this guy would not exist in Witcher 3. I mean, obviously he's not a gigantic role, but it's like a small side quest, like 3 quests or something, and then he also will join your... Like at some point you defend a castle to defend your daughter that is trying to get robbed, and it's like one of the main events in the game. And you try to recruit allies, and he will be one of those allies you will have recruited if you decided to not kill him in Witcher 2 and help him out in Witcher 3. Yeah. Okay, I want to do the puzzle. I like puzzles. Meave stood on the banks of Badger Run, a modest river with a strong current and dark reputation. Fishing boats overturned, clothes ripped from the hands of washerwives. Children playing on the bank swept away in a flash. And which, you know, then which is like the craziest thing is the books have ended, and Witcher 1 starts off where the books ended. And Witcher 3 actually goes on with the main storyline, but you're in control. And the books are really good. Like that's like imagine Lord of the Rings would go on and you're starting there with all the real story and shit, like, and they've written it really fucking good as well in the games. It's like really, it was for me, it was like it was the most exciting game I've ever played, Witcher 3. Okay, now let's figure out the cards again. We need to eliminate every drowner. No ally may die. It takes just 1 damage to turn an even into an odd. Every turn on turn start, if this unit's power is even, switch rows and damage all units on the opposite row. So our mission is to keep those most of the time in an odd damage, so their effect isn't happening. We cannot let allies die. Each unit on this row to the average of all units power, then destroy self. That's shit right now. Number of cards. This is gonna be hard. Decoy is as well, like we can replay something. I think Ben is says demons. Damage all units on the enemy row by this unit's ammo. Do we have Maeve? No, we don't. Fuck, this is complicated. We definitely want to kill something with Wagenburg. I'm scared though that the infantry guys will die if I play them from the get-go. Let's just try.
You can try to win them all.
Oh, they only have 2. Okay, if they count, then it's over already, right? Yeah, okay. I see. Hey, Lola. Oh, what the hell? So we cannot play them right now. And we lose 4 damage if we don't hurt anyone. Which means if we damage this one with this guy, he will only damage him by 1. I think I will go a little bit with trial and error on this one. That's what I meant. But okay. He will die next turn. he will die next turn because they go back. So it only works. Oh! Set the power of each unit on this row to the average of all units' power, then destroy itself. So we can. The average is the question now. That's not the average now. Or is it? Cannot play him. We need to replay him, I think. But this time we play him. Okay. Alright. They move in the front row, they move in the back row, so we play this again.
One goal.
There we go. Oh. Not really like C-turn. So they move up. If we use that then, and they got all to 3, then I won, I think. Yeah, I think then I won. So he will go down to 2. Let's see if this works. Yeah! GG. Got him.
Carny Bettles, hungry like a warfire.
Alright, I think that was the exact right way to play this. I'm going to take a wee and then I'm back. I'm also going to change into something more cuddly. I'm like in my outdoor clothes, I have my shoes on for fuck's sake. I need nothing but chicken. Alright. Succeeded in the puzzle. Stopped by heartburns again, and once again we survive by the skin of our teeth, so beloved queen can import yet another Serican rug. Devil's taker, I say. Gather anything of worth in the cottage and wrap it greased sheepskin. Take it to the field and among the sheaves bury it. Well, that's a treasure map. That's what you get from not liking the queen. Wait, do we have like a collection of our treasure maps that we found? Okay, this is where the other loot is. Or maybe this is the points of interest with the maps we found. I guess. Wait, we can't fast travel. Oh, that's not much. Okay, up here. Oh no, this is not actually not the treasure map. My lady, the locals claim a treasure is hidden within the cave. We can send a small okay. -2 soldiers for plus 200 gold. I'll do it. Oh, this is the graveyard with the a grave hack.
The Lyrians entered the graveyard. Crickets chirped in its tall, windswept grass, and lush green moss covered its crumbling gravestones. Only a fresh bloodstain upon a mausoleum wall suggested that something disturbed the dead in their rest and hunted the living.
Save your tears, throw earth your grief.
An eerie voice.
I don't have a hamster.
Its ghastly lament standing Maeve's hair on end.
Soon your life too shall cease. As
1 second.
Stool-ridden creature crawled out from behind some gravestones. It vaguely resembled a shriveled, hunchbacked hag, until its head split into 2 halves, forming a tooth-spiked maw.
Attack! Everyone!
Fuck her up. I hope this is like... I kind of want it in full battle now. Oh no, it's again a puzzle. Fucking 16 health though. Yes, exactly. Hey Steven, this is the Gwent campaign. Okay. Kill the grave hag. Damage all units on this row by 4. Okay, so we only have to kill 2 of... We have to damage 1 by 4, kill 1, and then the grave hag dies. Play a copy of each adjacent unit. It's obvious that we want to... Okay, I see. Yeah, it's obvious. This has a reach, doesn't matter. I think it's rather easy.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
Oh fuck, I didn't see what it does. Destroy the lowest units. That means we actually use those guys here as fodder. We do not play this guy here. Actually, Roman, this came out on iOS as well, yeah? If you have iOS, you can play it. If you do not have iOS, then it's not a mobile game so far. Okay, that is eaten. Fodder again.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad hens.
She is not my girlfriend anymore, Blind for Life. Now this boy here. Like this. Oh, now she killed her own unit now, I see. That's cool.
If you insist.
Okay.
One gold.
Do we even need to kill? Oh, we cannot target. We can't even target her. We already won.
What was that filth?
The queen croaked hoarsely as the dying monster writhed in agony at her feet.
I know not, your grace,
replied Reynard.
but to be safe, I would have the corpse chopped up and burned. Elsewise, we will not be certain it shall not return.
Yes, have it done.
Meve said, brushing her hair from her beaded brow.
But quickly, lest dusk catch us in this foul place.
The Lyrians soon resumed their march. As they left the cemetery behind them, some believed they still heard the haunting dirge upon the air. Or was it just the wind, whistling past mossy tombstones?
Oh. You can change her ability by equipping different weapons, which is pretty cool. But you can adjust this leader. I can really recommend this game, Roman. I don't know if you can play the huge single player campaign on only a part. Oh, a part of a card. I'll take it. No, I actually played it in window mode. I played it in window mode and the chat is on the same PC. Let's actually see what we got here. That's not where I wanted to go. Yes, command 10, yeah. Currently have the long sword. Move a card in your deck to the top and strengthen it by 3. Then trigger all allies' loyal ability. If we really want a specific card that's like a really good ability, it's like Yugi believing in the heart of the cards, I guess.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, your grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, your grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ansaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Wow, that mom is like harsh on her son.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, your grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
She tells it like it is, yeah.
Quite the contrary, your grace. As a youth, I gloried in company. Delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't. But would gladly hear.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start. Not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched. That he failed to think through. And yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
He's like a good guy.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. It's time I attended to other...
Okay, just a little chatting. What is... Grey Rider? Ah, time quest completed. Golden chests found, okay.
Worked in a mess once at serving no meat, not even sausage. Weren't long before the men rioted.
Like Cartman, like pressing on Cartman. Alright. Increase the number of trinkets Meave can equip. Okay, that's still locked. Watchtower. Use scouts to mark the location of treasure and resource on your... Oh, that's pretty nice. Every battle won gives gold. One recruit after every... I think like that's probably the best thing to do first. Oh, we actually also gained 3 new cards, right? So new combat units in the command tent. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with getting stuff after every battle. And I used everything now. Oh, we already have 5. We don't need them. But we had to unlock that anyway. Any news from J. Gray? I haven't heard of J. Gray in ages. Sorry. I wanna... Okay, there's still loot. I wanna see where... I wanna see the treasure maps that I found previously. Maps. Bandit loot cave. Okay, a waterfall on a bridge. And that looks like fields with a fence. Hey, Happy Dude Roads, you bring justice. Oh, we're still getting whipped. Oh, we get over here. So wait a second, where were fields? There were fields. Bridge with a waterfall? Most likely... no. No fucking clue. How do we get there? Oh, there we go. You discovered a card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer card game. There we go. That's what I mean. Like, I now found a card that I can use in the game. In the multiplayer game. It's pretty fucking cool. How do we get there? That's weird. Eh. Oh. Wait, let me check the other map though. No, where was it? Bandit, that's a bridge with a little waterfall. It's gotta be somewhere where we're crossing a river though. Everything else doesn't make sense.
Beware. Some bandits on the high road round Dawn. Those that call themselves the Strays.
Yeah, we fuck them up anyway. Easy. No, I guess. Chest. I don't need the boost. Boosts are for sissies. Okay, we go this way first. To the left.
Off to the nuptials, ma'am. Or to cross this bridge here, then ride on straight as piss. An arrow.
Smells of smoke. Bites at my eyes. Strays have set something else ablaze, I wager.
Well, let's fuck the strays up. A puzzle with a cow. Make sure no one sees you. People are already talking. You're beloved. We got a key. What do we have to do with the cows? The peasants of Luria have a saying: flog a cow and her ilk, they'll get blood in place of milk. Eliminate the deranged cow. Do not let any other cows perish. Use your leader's ability. Okay. After 2 turns, on turn start, destroy the lowest cow. If there are multiple, damage only one of them by 1 instead. Okay, so we... I get it. So we definitely need to hurt 1 cow right now. Blitz unit from your deck. What is a blitz unit? What's on the top? This one, right? Pretty sure we need to kill to hurt something there first.
1 bullet's all I need.
Ah no! If there's multiple, so we actually didn't. We're not. Yeah. Okay. Have a nice dinner, man. We were not allowed to hurt one. That makes much more sense.
Left, right, left, right.
Only allowed to do 1 damage right now. So we have that shit ready. Okay.
Give me a time.
Hurt one again.
Again and again and again.
For Rivia!
Good. That's not good enough though, I think.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Our ballista, your command.
That's not good enough. What is still in here? Another one of those.
Again and again and again.
Damn. We'll do 2 damage now if we place it here. We need to place it here, right?
Armor won't stay.
Company! Forward march!
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
And now I got it.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
One bullet.
Yeah! Genius. Decoy is a good card. I want to definitely use that later on. Let's get our loot first before we go to this fest. My fluffy sweet bun. My heart aches, but I cannot sneak away. So many have arrived in the village, it's become impossible to slip away unnoticed. I spun a tale for my nosy aunties to escape even for this briefest of moments. I managed to sneak some silverware under my dress, but I think it best to leave it here for now and return once the hysteria has died. Soon we'll have enough to begin our life together. Okay, we'll find their corpses later on, I'm sure. Loot. Nope, no need for that, we're good.
Good folk, the Queen's returned. Welcome her we must. Tribute in hand. Ah, our Queen. Why pretty as a painting she is.
Look at him go.
Maeve's ear suddenly caught brisk music and voices raised in song. She had no doubt. A wedding ceremony had just begun in a hamlet just off the high road. When the bride's father spotted the royal retinue, he rushed up to beg the Queen to bless the newlyweds. Maeve obliged cordially. Encouraged, the father boldly invited Maeve and her court to join in the festivities.
You'd do us a right honour, my lady. And your men would bolster their strength afore to march ahead. We beg ye, eat, drink and rejoice with us.
Hell yeah.
I haven't slippers to dance in, but I trust I'll manage somehow. Lead on, good man.
The nuptials took place in the shade of a vast oak tree. Then the newlyweds and their guests walked in procession to a barn adorned with flowers. An uproarious celebration ensued. As she watched her soldiers dance shoulder to shoulder with peasants, Mie felt a surge of pride at being their queen. The heart of Lyria. It beat most powerfully here, not in the gilded halls of palaces. Suddenly, a cry went up as strange armed men rushed into the yard.
There's the lass! Grab her!
Before anyone could stop them, the bandits took the bride and fled into the woods. The drums and fiddles, suddenly silenced, were now replaced by weeping, moaning, angry calls for pursuit.
We'll not leave you wanting, good man.
Shouted the queen, slipping her feet into her stirrups.
Follow me! Yeah!
The earth trembled beneath the weight of horse and hoof.
Oh, to be young again.
Where the fuck did they go? Guys over there. Yeah, there we are.
Though the Lyrian cavalrymen had imbibed spirits throughout the night, they not only managed to stay upright in their saddles, but even gained on the bandits and cut off any chance of escape.
Okay, continue. At the beginning of a round you can redraw up to 6 cards. Oh, okay, that's like a normal game. Wish to continue, okay. Combo the light infantryman with those guys here. That's awesome as well. We don't need someone to play someone from the graveyard yet right now.
Stop
Perfect! Who is that? Ah, Reyna. Okay. Prevent the bandit abductor from reaching the right side of the row. Every turn on your start, move 1 place to the right. Whenever this unit takes damage, move 1 place to the left. No side of the row, Meve is defeated. Okay, this sounds easy enough. When Meve uses her ability, reduce her cooldown by 1. Order and move to the other row. Well, we're starting by creating a big ass army.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
He's playing too, of course, though.
Yeah, yeah!
Okay, interesting.
Ours is not to reason why.
No, we only have 2 copies of that, and it's barely worth it.
We'll catch them all!
I think this will be easy.
Again and again and again.
Catch! They flee! We must stop them!
Damn. Okay, enjoy Civ sex with your girlfriend. Have a good time. Have a good time.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Oh my god! Okay, that would fuck something up as well.
I smell a leak.
Ouch.
Arbalist at your command.
Oh, we killed that guy.
The chase is on!
This is insane. Nice.
Can't take it anymore.
Oh, there's no more plays in this row now, for real? Let's see. Fuck, I'm killing a lot of shit. Oh fuck, did I fuck up? Yeah. Whoops. Okay. This could actually make sense, these people are dying. I'm fine with this.
Stop them!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Yeah, yeah!
Yeah, yeah.
Can't take it anymore. We'll catch them all!
Okay.
Watch your heads!
Fuck. Okay.
They flee! We must stop them!
Fuck them up pretty good though.
Left, right, left, right.
Catch!
Armor wars.
We fucked this guy up. You missed this.
Ah, should've listened to me, old lady.
Easy.
The chase is on!
What do you want of me?
Got any petals?
Oh.
Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
We're done.
One bullet I need.
We have them, Your Majesty!
Neve's troops defeated the bandits and rescued the bride. Only to be surprised. For the maiden fair dropped to her knees and burst into tears of sorrow, not joy.
Weep not, child.
The Queen said, placing her arm upon her shoulder.
It's over. You're free.
Nay, not so, Your Majesty. Milady, I've no love for Jan. No wish to wed him. It's my father. My family forced me. My heart's fimbers. He arranged the masquerade. I beg ye, if you've 1 ounce of kindness, if you've a heart, let us leave this place together and free.
Better rewards when we send her home, I feel like. Better moral.
This
Okay,
scheme
come
you've
on.
pursued, I can't condone. Folk have been wounded. Some might have died.
Said the Queen.
Yet, equally, I cannot let others force you to marry.
So, may we go, Your Grace?
You may. Fast as your legs will carry you, afore I've a change of heart.
Give us rewards though. Add it to your... Okay, Lurian Mallet. I don't know what it does though.
Though none dared utter a word of chagrin, Neve sensed her subjects' bitter gazes upon her. At the first light of the morn she left, without so much as a nod goodbye.
Alright guys, to be continued. I'm gonna play this game definitely more. I'm really into it already. But it's getting late and I do have some other tasks to do that I assigned myself today, which I have to complete or I can't go to bed. So I see you tomorrow. Late though to the stream of South Park Phone Destroyer with the event. Kinda late, immediately when I go home from work. I will now do the thumbnail honestly. And then maybe even tomorrow morning, maybe I return with this game a little bit. Because I know I want to play it, but now I have to also stream it. So I see you then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and see you later. Goodbye, Hayes, as well. You're chatting right now.